Welcome to this episode of Gen 5 Restomods. We're off to see the Texas Camaro, which had, if you looked at part one, we had a problem with the pan. So with the Roadster shop chassis, the tolerances are so tight, it's got to fit perfect, and it didn't. So as far as I'm aware, the pan has been replaced. So that's what we're off to go see today.
Start cutting that whole piece out.
So the tunnel, you did a different tunnel thing here.
Yeah, Steve's been working on this one. But,
Well, see, it's interesting how he did that instead of going the whole way. So you haven't welded anything in yet?
no.
Because I thought this thing, the way the other one came up, it looked like there was, I thought it was this piece here. Oh, see, I see.
What do you think of?
Well, I thought it was this piece right here, the pinch weld, in here. But it's not.
No.
No.
And so Miguel had to weld it, instead of spot welding underneath,
Right?
he welded like 1-inch strips all along this thing, so it just butchered the heck out of trying to take it apart. But
It's okay.
it's good now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then here, obviously, this had to be cut off where it was tubbed.
Oh, right.
And then I'll show you underneath what he's thinking. But look how on the tunnel there, we're gonna cut.
Thanks.
This, we'll slice this and bring this up just a little bit.
Well, yeah, it looks to me like you want a little bit more room if I have to lift that up.
Right. No, we will. We cut the other one last time too, but
Yeah. But that's got the shim underneath it? Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2x4. Yeah.
The other issue.
That's pretty close the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet you it barely touches.
Yeah, barely.
Well, but you're also fitting the...
But we want to have 3/4 of an inch, I would say, wouldn't you?
at least put your finger in there,
Yeah.
half to 3/4.
And then the floor, this really, we'll lift it up so you can see.
Well, this is where we had the interference fit before. Yeah. Yeah, so now it's fine. You can see where we marked it right there where it was hitting. Yeah, and so get your hands in there. So my question is, how are you supposed to get these damn bolts in here?
Well, that would be a problem.
I mean, if you didn't have...
So this right here, this is thicker than what the Roadster shop is. We put the thicker one right here,
Okay, right there, yeah.
and then the back one is the one that they sent.
This one over here, yeah.
But I think we're gonna have this. Obviously, is down lower than it should be. So in order to keep the floor up, we'll want to put the floor up to like right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We'll slit this and bring it up just a hair. Otherwise, we're gonna have this is down too far.
okay. Well, it's much better than what we were talking about last time.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to cut this. I didn't want to cut the frame at all.
No, and I think really we wouldn't have had to cut this far back in the transmission, but you don't know until you can see.
Yeah, because it's still got to go up another. I don't know, another ½ inch or so. The problem is actually I looked at the transmission mounts on this one. They're actually individual little bungs, little guys that go in there.
Okay.
Because they're smaller. But I think what they did is they specify another spacer on top of it to get the to get the driveline angle right. So assume you're going to go up another 1/2 inch or so from there.
Well, the other thing is if we remove this, or we could cut this out and make that flat, or go the opposite way.
You think that's necessary?
Well, I mean,
It's going to go up another. It's going to go up a little bit, so that'll be fine. I think. I don't think you have to worry about it. If we're going to push it up another 1/2 inch. Same thing here. Once we have the bolts in, you know.
yeah, it's just we wouldn't be able to get a bolt back in.
Now, is this their spacer?
That was the way it was.
Okay.
In the back, I don't think there's anything.
What about these back here? You got those fixed up? Yeah, okay, because I was worried about that.
You know, the other thing he did in the trunk, you remember seeing that? Maybe we should
Oh, yeah.
cut that out. You want to look at that, or you want this up still?
Yeah, I'll take a look. Such a cool piece of work they do. Gotta love it. It's such a different level, you know, of building these things rather than fight with all the aftermarket stuff, and especially the 4-bar. Well, that gives you a quick overview of installing the new pan in the floor. We had to replace it because in a regular car with a front clip and rear clip, the floor is not that critical. But with the Roadster shop, it is. So it didn't fit. We took it out, put a new one in, and we're carrying on from there. So one other thing I wanted to mention was that a lot of people that I talked to are opposed to widening or opening up their tunnel because they're just afraid and concerned and don't know what they're doing, and they don't want to do it. So they stick with a 4L, but the 6.8 and the 10L transmission are so much better. So if you're considering a new swap, even LS, think about opening up that tunnel. You just have to cut the top open like we showed there, open it up about 1 inch, and it'll fit in fine. So carry on, mate, to the next channel and the next episode. See you down the road.